Hello and welcome back here to South Shields on Football Manager. In today's episode, we will be taking on Premier League side West Ham United at home in the third round of the FA Cup. We got that big draw we are looking for. The only thing that would have been better is if it was away from home, but to be able to be hosting a Premier League side at Mariners Park is something that we've been waiting for a long time. Before we jump into the game though, let's go ahead and switch over here and see how we've done since the last time you saw us. So last time we took on Exeter City in the league and we got that 1-0 victory over them. Then we faced off against Wigan in the EFL Trophy, where we unfortunately got a narrow 2-3 defeat against them. They get the game winner in the 95th minute. So that was a heartbreaker. We were at home. We tied it up in the 85th minute. I thought we were going to be going to extra time or penalties. And then they snatched the victory away from us at the very end. So we had to step our game up the next game and make sure we didn't go down in the dumps. And that's exactly what we did. We got a fantastic 5-0 victory over Bradford City. We had goals from Good, Guteridge, Luca Connell, and Connor Webster. Fantastic game to bounce back from that loss against Wigan. Then we followed that game up with a 2-2 draw against Mansfield. Goals from Good and Bannon. Bannon gets a goal in the 92nd minute to get the draw for us. We had the lead, but they had two late goals in the 79th and 87th minute. I thought they were getting that victory, but Bannon comes through to save us. Then we had a disappointing game after that, a 3-1 loss to Burton. Just completely outplayed in this game. Just wasn't good enough. And we had to show up the next game where we took on Oldham Athletic and we got a 3-1 victory over them. Goal in the first minute by Good. Then Woodman and Brooks get our second and third goals. They have two players sent off in the 81st and 83rd minute, picking up their second yellows. So we frustrated them all game, and two other players let that get to them, and they get sent off. And then we get a revenge victory over Milton Keynes. The reverse fixture sees a reverse result where this time we get the 1-0 victory over them thanks to a goal from Connor Webster. Before we jump over to our game, we'll take a look at the league table. So we've seen a rise up the table since the last time you saw us. We have made it up to 12th position. We are sitting on 34 points. We are smack dab mid-table right now. So not really pushing for a playoff spot yet, but not really threatened by the relegation spots anymore. But halfway through the season, or a little more over halfway through the season, if we go in a good run, it's possible we could make the playoffs. So we got a lot to build on off of this. So let's see if we can continue that later on this season. But today, it's all about the FA Cup. We're fielding a strong team. I'm hoping we can snatch a victory. At the very least, I just want to be competitive. I know West Ham have tremendous talent compared to us. They have the likes of Felipe Anderson, they have Fred, they have Mangala, Kalashnikov, Initit, and Yarmolenko still there. So a very, very good team. Let's go out there and see if we can pull off an upset for our team at home. Come on, you Mariners. We are underway now. Gonna shout some encouragement to the lads out there. Quiet first 15 minutes to the game, but we have a throw in here now. Inside their half. Plays it over to Booth. He gets a shot off. It hits the post. Oh, that would have been an absolutely tremendous goal. On his weaker foot, Booth hits the post. And now West Ham has a throw in our third. Headed away initially by Woodman, but they still have the ball. Anderson turns his man, and that's a good goal. He has done his man. I think that was Joe Wright. Absolutely played him like a fiddle. Yeah, it was Joe Wright, and then does well to coolly slot that home. West Ham United open up the goal scoring in the 27th minute. We haven't looked too bad. We have more possession against them. See if we can make something out of this possession now. Looks like the first half will be coming to an end there. Pleased with how things are going. Let's see if we can snatch a goal here. We're only one goal behind. And a second half underway. Guterridge over to Woodman. Can you get your shot off? He does, but it's straight to the keeper for a fairly routine save. That was promising from us there. And are you joking with that? A long ball over the top and we can't deal with it. Their player picks it up, through on goal. Flat was in a world of trouble one-on-one with him there. Not able to block it. Joe Wright, you let us down there, man. You let us down there. We're on the ball here again with Booth. Up to Connell. Back to Booth, who whips in a cross. It was looking for Goodwin. Oh, come on. What? Come on. How are you offsides there, Guterridge? You should have won that first header. Aw, talk about fine margins there. You couldn't give that to us. And we're going to take off Joe Wright, who's not had a good game at all. I mean, both goals have kind of been his fault. Sitting on a 6.1. Disappointing from Joe today. And a second substitution. We will bring on Barry Bannon to play that deep-lying playmaker role. See if he can create an opportunity for us here. And then final substitution, Connor Webster on for Woodman. And time is running out. I would love to see us get a goal here. I think we deserve it. Good tackle by Poveda. And then Bannon. Pick the ball up. Let's push forward, guys. Connell looking for Guterridge, but that one's cut out. And now West Ham looking to counter us. Long range shot. And it goes out for a Mariners goal kick. And we are into the final couple minutes. West Ham had a free kick in a dangerous position. It hits the post and we were looking to counter. And Webster, you have to do better there. You had Guterridge in support and instead you get tackled and lose the ball. And I think that is where our final opportunity will come to an end. And it's full time. We are out of the FA Cup. A 2-0 defeat at the hands of West Ham. It just wasn't meant to be. We played well. Couldn't find a way to get a goal. Definitely a sloppy second goal to give up. Joe, you gotta do better than that, my man. So, we will be focusing on the league now, as we have crashed out of all our cup competitions now. we got a platform to build off of in the league. Perhaps we can make a late push and get into the playoffs. But as long as we don't get relegated, this season will be a success. Where we will come back next time, I do not know. Perhaps we'll come back for QPR. I think that would be a good game. But we shall see. As always, if you've enjoyed this episode and have been enjoying this series, please be sure to leave a like and comment down below and subscribe if you are new around here. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Bing! Until next time, it's been your Boyd 147.